10 code 18, Milford Creek Lane.
You've just witnessed a driver, distracted by her cell phone, fail to stop at a stop sign. This infraction was observed by a law enforcement officer. As the officer pulls behind this driver, he begins the process of conducting a traffic stop. He notifies a radio dispatcher his location, the tag displayed on the violator's vehicle, and a brief description of the vehicle being stopped. The driver has not noticed the emergency vehicle with its emergency lights activated, leading the officer to activate his siren. Georgia law requires a driver to yield to an emergency vehicle by maneuvering their vehicle to the right as quickly and safely as possible. But if the area doesn't appear to be safe or well lit, Georgia law allows a motorist to activate their hazard lights before driving to a safe, well-lit area. The activation of the hazard lights lets the officer know that the driver is aware of the officer behind them and that driver is looking for a safe place to pull over. Should you be pulled over for a traffic violation by a law enforcement officer, doing the following may help minimize any tension or stress of the situation. 1. Ensure the vehicle is in park. 2. If you're listening to the radio, turn it down or off completely. 3. Roll down your driver's side window. If you have tinted windows, and if it's possible, roll down all of your windows to remove any obstruction to the officer's view. 4. Place your hands on the steering wheel and wait for the officer. And 5. If it's dark outside, turn on your interior light. The officer will make his or her approach and identify him or herself and explain the reason for the traffic stop.
Hey, I'm Officer Chalk with Cobb County Police Department. The reason I'm stopping you is you disregarded the stop sign back there. Do you have your driver's license with you?
The officer will ask the driver for their driver's license. The driver should tell the officer where their driver's license is located, inside a purse, center console, glove box, or other location prior to retrieving it. This explains your movements prior to making them to the officer. Georgia law requires a driver to have their valid driver's license with them while operating a motor vehicle and to provide it to an officer when requested. If you have a weapon inside your vehicle, please notify the officer prior to retrieving your license. This informs the officer that a weapon is present. Just follow the officer's instruction on retrieving your driver's license. There are occasions that an officer may approach the driver from the passenger side of the vehicle. Don't be alarmed. This type of approach is generally based on traffic conditions or the location of the traffic stop. The officer may ask you to remain inside your vehicle during the traffic stop. Please follow the officer's instructions as this is done for the safety of all parties present. The officer will return to his patrol vehicle. Generally, a driving status and warrant check will be conducted while completing a traffic citation. The officer will return to your vehicle and explain the traffic citation. While issuing the citation, the officer will tell you that your signature is not an admission of guilt, but acceptance of the traffic citation and your assurance of the court summons. Located on the back of your citation is a phone number should you have any questions or concerns. If you'll use the tips we've outlined for you, you'll have a more pleasant and safer interaction when involved in a traffic stop.